Alright, so figured today's video will be something a little more on the simpler side. We're going to go ahead and start with emptying out my pockets, which ironically I've already done. It's most of the stuff over here. And we're going to talk about what I carry on a daily basis and why I think either you should too or maybe you shouldn't. So let's go ahead and get into it. One thing everybody either does carry or should carry is a cell phone. And here's the thing, even if you're young and have a cell phone like this, but it has no minutes on it, carry it anyways, because I'm not going to display it for you. But every single one of these cell phones should have the ability to call 911 as long as it's got a SIM card inside of it. That's all you need. Or it could even have an electronic SIM, like one of that's the direction these phones are going in now. First thing I think everybody does and should carry is a cell phone. Second thing that pretty much everybody carries, if not should carry, because I don't believe in electronic keypads, is a set of keys. You can't go wrong with mechanical. I mean, you can, but it's a lot easier to deal with mechanical than it is electronic, because electronic keypads, when the battery dies, you have to use a key, assuming it's got a keyhole. So, but you should still carry around the key to your electronic keypad if you have one. So, that being said, there's also car keys, stuff like that. So everybody has keys. There's still a reason to carry keys. We're slowly but surely getting away from that. I don't believe in it, so I will always carry a key. Third thing I think everybody should carry, and does carry, is, for me, I'm a man, so I carry a wallet. This is not my wallet, like I said. You could also carry a card and billfold holder like this. Something a little more low profile. I like these. I don't like this one because it's kind of garbage, but I have it, so I figured just for the video I'll bring it out. But yeah, a wallet or a bill clip. One thing that I also think everybody should carry, as long as you're old enough in your state, don't get in trouble for something like this, is a pocket knife. I think every single person should carry a pocket knife, or a knife of some sort. It can be a pocket knife like this, or it could be a solid blade like this. It doesn't gotta be nothing special, just some sort of knife, some sort of cutting item. And no, this is not specifically for self-defense. This is specifically for having a tool on you. Now, if you want to go as far as carrying like a multi-tool around, that's fine and all. Not everybody does. This is a newer one. It's not really worn in, but you can go that far. It's got pliers, knives on it, all sorts of different knives actually. So everything on me right now, actually I can take this off, I don't need to worry about this. I didn't always wear a watch, but I have in recent times worn one almost daily. There have been a few days just due to habit I forget the watch. But this is nothing special. I mean, it kind of is actually, but it's nothing special like on a sentimental level. This is just the, if I remember correctly, the Fitbit Versa 4. I'll be honest with you, for me at least, this was not worth the money. If you're wanting just a smartwatch, my little brother and a few other family members of mine, but my little brother specifically because I've seen how good his is, he spent like $25 on a watch that's got a screen bigger than this, significantly more features, and at least in my case, every single feature that I personally wanted out of the watch, because I wanted a smartwatch because my job required me to have a whole lot of like timekeeping skills basically, and so this helped me out. I can set alarms and stuff like that on it, timers. I can set up different watch faces. Like, it's pretty nice actually. So there are options out there for if I want it to be obscure or not. So yeah, I recommend a watch. I recommend a smartwatch if you're a busier guy like myself, but you don't need one. A normal analog watch will do you just fine. Now we're getting to the more obscure ones, and I actually have one in my mouth right now. Some guys do caffeine, nicotine. There's also something called nootropics in pouch form. So typically pouches, they're nicotine based. I don't do nicotine. I don't need to do nicotine. I'm thankfully not addicted to something like that. That being said, though, as busy as I am, I do need a lot of energy. And what I do, this is 2 different cans combined right now, because these 2 flavors go fine together. This brand is called Grinds. They're called coffee pouches. They have energy pouches too. It's just caffeine. That's all it really is. Yeah, there's not much to be said about them. These work out for me. They're not nicotine. They don't have any nicotine, tobacco, or anything along those lines. So yeah, I carry those pretty much daily now. Thing goes without being said, I'm a married man. I've had a ring on every single video. This is just a tungsten ring that I got from Walmart for like, I think, 25 bucks. Yep, I'm not gonna take this off, but this is my wedding band. I carry it every single day, as any married man should. I do carry a lighter with me every single day. But yeah, I think every single person should have some sort of a lighter. It doesn't have to be a... Oh, that's why the flames are running out. Well, that was cool nonetheless. But I think every single person should have some sort of lighter. Obviously, maintain yours. These lighters are a little more maintenance based, so it may not be worth keeping a Zippo lighter specifically. You got to refill every single day. Another option is just a normal Bic lighter, or something like these, where I don't know if it'll pick up all that great, but just a normal torch. These are good for all sorts of things. Mostly people who smoke cigars will carry one of these around, or some sort of torch. Not everybody carries these around either, I've noticed, but I recommend it. I try to carry a pair of these every single day, or have a pair in the car or truck. But that is a pair of glasses of some sort. These are just some cheap Foster Grant, aka Walmart. Not all glasses are created equal, of course. There are some pairs that are just significantly better than others. One more thing that I think everybody should carry on them on a daily basis is some sort of way to take notes. A notepad and a pen, or a marker, whatever your fancy is. I've seen some people, they carry around just those cheap, and I'll say humble, notepads where it's just, you flip the top up, you just flap through the pages, real cheap loose leaf paper. This is technically a pocket sketchbook, and I can have it in any landscape position I want. This might be the easiest, but typically I end up writing it in this direction, so to each their own, of course. And the pen, it fits right there in your pocket. You can put it right next to your pocket knife. It works out pretty well. I think every single good man should be wearing a belt of some sort. There's got to be some roper style belt buckle and cowboy look. It ain't got to be nothing like this. I don't even wear this one that often. I just forgot to bring my belt in here because I took it off. I'm home, trying to be comfortable. And with said belt, typically, the reason to carry a belt is to carry multiple things on the belt and keeping your pants up. Some of you younger kids need to learn that. But be a gun. This is probably, I would not ever say the most important thing, because there are things, in my opinion, more important, such as the phone I'm on right now, recording with. But this is an incredibly important thing to carry. A firearm can save your life. It can be the great equalizer in a lot of cases, especially for smaller, younger women. When a big burly dude, like roughly my size, grabs a hold of you, I don't care how good you think you are in your self-defense class, they can't overpower you. Ladies, if you can carry a gun, please do. Men, if you're not carrying a gun, you should be. Go out and get you a firearm. Get you some sort of gun and some sort of holster. A firearm is very important to have, in my opinion. If you're a man and you don't carry a firearm, you should learn to start carrying a firearm. And saying that I don't like wearing pants, or pants don't really work for me, or something like that. First off, they make cargo shorts that you can put a belt on. It's not hard. They also make belts that are significantly bigger than just your average man's size, we'll say. If for whatever reason you're the kind of guy who refuses to wear a pair of jeans, I've been trying this out lately, see what it's all about. This is a belly band holster that I have let get into an absolute rat's nest. What the heck? Alright, there we go. This is a belly band holster by We the People Holsters. When I was up north, I seen this for like 35 bucks or whatever it was, so I got it. For something like a Glock model, or in my case, a Glock clone, this worked great. This gun has never been more comfortable on my person. That being said, I will always go to this or my Bianchi holster. That's virtually everything I carry on a daily basis. There's a few other things that, if you are willing and able to, I'd recommend carrying as well. I'm going to put it out there. A multi-tool is not a bad idea. It's really not. Most of them come with something like this. A little belt loop, strap. This one has it in both directions. I can't really see it. If you are a lady, or, God forbid, I hope you're not, you're in a state where you're not allowed to carry a weapon, such as a gun, or even a knife, most states do allow chemical agents. So you should go out and get you some pepper spray. It's real easy to find a weapon of opportunity. That being said, I highly recommend you purchase a multi-use item that can be used as a weapon of opportunity. There are keychains out there that if you wrap your finger inside them, you can punch and it will mess up somebody's day. I highly recommend getting some sort of self-defense weapon / weapon of opportunity. It could look decorative all the way until you wrap your finger around it and something like that, or grab a hold of it real tight and swing it, and then you end up, defending yourself, hopefully saving your life. If you're not very good with direction, or you don't know how to tell what direction is what based on the daytime and the sun, or it could just be high noon, and honestly that alone is going to mess up anybody. Or maybe you don't know if it's morning or night, or morning or afternoon, I mean. So that being said, it's not a bad idea for anybody, which is a compass. Some phones have a compass already installed, and actually, going back to a previous previous item, most watches actually have a compass installed into them. So it's pretty cool. This is a touchy subject for me because if you watched the first video I posted on this channel, these things are absolutely garbage, but I have them for talking purposes only and practicing purposes only, which is a tourniquet. These things from China are absolute garbage. If you are going to carry around a tourniquet, please, for the love of God, carry around one that actually has the capability of saving a human life. That being said, it's possible this will save somebody's life. That also being said, it's possible this will ruin somebody's life, because there's nothing quite like going through pain, somebody coming to help you, going through pain to have your life saved, because these things hurt. I don't care how much pain you're in from whatever wound we're trying to stop from bleeding out. These things are going to hurt. They're going to leave bruises, but they will save your life. And if this damned thing breaks while you're applying it, you're going to feel like a sorry son of a gun. Tell you what, do not get the cheap crap. Not even gonna put that on the table. If you liked this video, I'll be more than happy to do either an update video, whenever something in my EDC changes, at least drastically. There was something else I wanted to talk about. Oh, I'm also gonna make a video again. I don't know if it'll be today, so it might be a later time, but why journaling is probably one of the best things you can do as a man. It's a great thing to do. It has helped me in some pretty tough times here lately. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you got something out of it, and I hope you maybe got a better idea as to what is carried in my EDC on a daily basis and why I carry said thing in my EDC on a daily basis. I think every single one of those things are pretty important, to me at least, and in some way or another they are used. Maybe not as much as others, but they are used. I think the least being used is probably the gun, and to be honest with you, that's the way I like it, so let's keep it that way, right? Alright, y'all, I will see you next time.